Alright everybody, that is a wrap on The Outer Worlds 2. I just finished at 51 hours on normal mode. Left a few side quests on the table. If I had to estimate, it would probably be around 55 hours if I did a completionist version of the game. Well, that's not true. Between 55 and 60 hours, because there was a whole bunch of stuff I missed. Not on purpose, but then I couldn't go back and do it because I blocked myself because of progression paths. So, I would estimate 55 to 60 hours if you're going to be doing a completionist version, trying to do everything that's in the game. But yeah, way better than the first game. So, if you haven't already checked my other two reviews out, we start with the early thoughts video after the first stream. We did that. I then did my initial review after 20 hours of the game. And now, final review. The writing, way better than the first game. Definitely just a bigger and better game overall. Way more choices, way more reactivity. As with all Obsidian RPGs, you get to the end and you get this huge cutscene, series of dioramas which are explaining to you all of the different things that happen based on your decisions, and I looked at all of them and went, that, I can change 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 that, based on what you're going to do for your next playthrough. And make no mistake, this is a game that you're going to want to play multiple playthroughs of. I already have an idea of what I want to do for my second playthrough. I didn't touch Tristan this whole way through because I was very anti-protectorate. And I was like, I don't want him in my party. Even though I have him on the ship, like the idea of doing anything related to the protectorate or helping them in any way, piss off. I worked on this playthrough. I was very much trying to be the friend to all parties other than the protectorate. So for a future playthrough, I would definitely either choose to be like an Earth Directorate agent first and foremost and ignore everybody and say screw y'all, or I could choose to just work only with the protectorate. Gives me multiple choices for different playthroughs. So yeah, I mean, I can see at least, I mean, I'm probably exaggerating slightly, but there's probably at least 100 different things that I could have done different, maybe more. I don't know. But ultimately, I went through as a Space Ranger. You do get the option to, I may have inadvertently, hopefully I'm not spoiling anything by the save I just loaded. I don't know if it just reloaded my final save or if it loaded the point of no return save. And we're going to find it here in a second. It loaded me at the final save, but it does give you an auto save, a point of no return save right here. And what you can do is you can load back to here and go do all the side quests you missed if you want to. I would also assume, because I own the Collector's Edition, well, the Ultimate Edition, whatever it's called, which comes with 2 future DLCs included, I'm assuming the DLCs are going to be one of the reasons you're going to want to have a point of no return save that you don't get rid of. Because whenever those DLCs coming, given the finality of the storyline, there is a definite end. I would assume that the DLCs are going to be a mid-game DLC, meaning that they're meant to be done in the middle of a playthrough, not after a playthrough is finished. The storyline was great. Again, the writing was top-notch. One of my favorite aspects of this was the voice acting cast. So many voice actors showing up from other big RPG projects. We had Karth from Knights of the Old Republic. We had Garrus from Mass Effect. We had people showing up from Bethesda games, from BioWare games, like so many classic RPGs, and you're like, we're sitting here with like the whole playthrough. It was like, and the coolest thing was like so many of them were like Easter eggs, very clearly Easter eggs, because they would show up as like the leader of a small camp and they didn't actually have, like, they weren't massive quest lines. They were just people where they definitely put these voice actors in these roles as a nod to the deep RPG work that they have done in the past. So those of us who have played lots of RPGs, when we're playing through the game, as we stumble across them, we're like, it's like that Leonardo DiCaprio meme from the Hollywood film that Quentin Tarantino did, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. He's like pointing to the screen going, like, there were so many moments where we would just pause the stream, go to the IMDb page, go to the voice acting list, scroll down, and like, is that who I think it is? Because it sounds like that's who I think it is, and then confirming that that's who I think it was. So spot on them for doing that. And honestly, I don't think, from the perspective of just Obsidian as a company, I've enjoyed all of their games over the years. Outer Worlds is not my favorite franchise by them. Definitely that would be Pillars of Eternity is my favorite franchise by them. Had a lot of fun in Avowed, and this is exactly like Avowed, just in a space setting. It's the same companion system. It's the same, essentially, combat system, but just with different machinations because you have the, guns instead of weapons and spells. And you have your time stopping device and stuff, or your gadgets and stuff. But I think just as an RPG goes, this is a very solid outing. I had an interesting question that got asked last night during the stream, and I saw someone make a similar comment on TikTok, which was, quick commercial break, everyone, to celebrate and give thanks to all of these amazing people who keep me on the air full time. Really appreciate the support. All you got to do is join as a member. You get access to private videos. You can also do super thanks on any upload, or super chats and stickers on any live stream or premiere you see. And beyond that, don't forget we're multi-streaming over on Twitch now, so you can support over there as well. Thanks so much to everybody. Let's get back to the video at hand. What's the point of playing this game? It feels like so many other RPGs. There's nothing original here. Why would I want to play this? It feels like it's just another RPG. And that's why I play RPGs as the primary thing I play on my channel. I like RPGs. I play RPGs for the story, not because they are bringing, some incredible new mechanic to the playing field. It is a solid game overall. The gunplay is fun. The perks and skill system is robust, and you can customize your character in a lot of unique ways. I really liked the character that I have, including the speech-based character. I was able to talk down every single person in the game, including the big boss at the end of the game. I was able to talk him down. Yeah, I just realized that I had not finished leveling up my companions after we dinged level 30. And I beat the game without even having them, because I didn't have to do any combat because I talked the boss down. So something to think about. I completely forgot about that. Anyway, in terms of it just being an RPG, it's an RPG, like many other RPGs that have come before, and like many other RPGs that will come after this. This is not some sort of groundbreaking, oh my god, it's doing something that no other RPG has ever done before. It's just a really good RPG for people who like RPGs. It's narrative heavy. It's dialogue, voice acting heavy. It's quirky. It has good wit. The writing is, in terms of the humor in the game, it just hits on every single level. There are lots of things to love about this game. I think that long term, I can't wait to see where the DLCs go, especially because there were some questions left on the table without getting into the story too much. There was definitely some stories that I would love to see more of in terms of the greater universe beyond Arcadia, and I'm really hoping that we see something explained or expounded upon in future DLCs. But yeah, as far as Obsidian RPGs go, it was great. It was awesome. I've had this has been a great year to be an Obsidian fan. We got Avowed at the beginning of the year, we got Grounded 2 Early Access earlier this year, and now we got Outer Worlds 2. I feel very satisfied, very well fed as a result of being an Obsidian fan this year, and I cannot wait to see what comes next. We've got 2 DLCs next year. We've also got more from Grounded 2 as well. I'm sure we're going to see another Pillars of Eternity game at some point. I can't wait for what comes next. In the meantime, I've got other games to play. This is the Day Job daily streams at 4:30 a.m. Central on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. Hopefully we'll see you in the next one. Let me know your thoughts on this game down below, and don't forget to check out the playlist for guides and other videos. Until next time, stay safe. Happy gaming.